morning, friends. Welcome to Lesley's Living Room. Today with me I have Groovy Pete the cat in his groovy tie-dye shirt, and I have his friend Lizzie with me. Now, Lizzie seems a little unhappy today, and I think she's grumpy partly, one, because she can only see the story out of one eye at a time, and two, I think she's a little bit grumpy because she doesn't have a story of her own to share today. And it's okay to have feelings and emotions. It's just a matter of how you choose to deal with them. So if you're feeling a little grumpy, just stop for a moment, take a deep breath through your nose, smell the flower, and blow out through your mouth. I want to do this a couple of times till your body calms down and you can get beyond being grumpy or angry or whatever you're feeling. All right, so hopefully Lizzie can do a few breaths while we read our stories. Today, Pete the cat has 2 stories to share with you. He has Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons, and he has Pete the cat rockin' in my school shoes. All right, we're going to start with Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. But like the other day, I'm going to read the story first, then I'll turn the pages around for you to see them. So please be patient. Are you ready? Okay. Shh. Turn up your listening ears. All right. Now I know you're ready. Okay, the first story is Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Written by Eric Litwin. Art by James Dean, creator of Pete the cat. Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round buttons. And they were groovy too. He loved his buttons so much he sang this song. Some of you know the song, but let's wait a minute. First, can you count the buttons? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're right. Can you tell me what time it is on the clock? The little hand is on the 8, and the big hand is on the 12. When the little hand is on the 8 and the big hand is on the 12, it is 8 o'clock. You're right. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Can you count the buttons? Does he still have 4? Yes. Pop! Oh no! One of his buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Do you know? Can you count them? Let's see if you're right. 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Three, groovy. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept singing his song. My 3 groovy buttons. My 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? See if you can figure it out. Can you count them? Let's see if you're right. If you said 2, 3 minus 1 equals 2, you're right. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept singing his song. My 2 groovy buttons. My 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh Another one popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Can you count them? 1. 1, 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept singing his song. My button, my one groovy button. My button, my one groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? See if you're right. 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? Thinking face. What do you think he saw? His belly button! And he kept singing his song. My button, I still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. All is good. Guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. Did Pete cry when he lost his buttons? What does he always say? Goodness, no. Wonder if he'll say that in the next story too. Pete the Cat, Rocking in My School Shoes. Same author, story by Eric Litwin, aka Mr. Eric, and art by James Dean, creator of Pete the Cat. Let's see about this story. Here comes Pete strolling down the street, rocking his red shoes on his 4 furry feet. Pete is going to school and he sings this song. I can hear you singing it. Can you wait patiently? So some friends don't know how it goes. Oops. I'm rocking in my school shoes. I'm rocking in my school shoes. I'm rocking in my school shoes. I like the way that you sing. Pete is sitting at his desk when his teacher says, "Come on, Pete, down the hall to a room with books on every wall." Where is Pete going? Let's see if you're right. The library. Pete has never been to the library before. Does Pete worry? What's he always say? Goodness, no. He finds his favorite books and sings his song. This book is called Wild, Wild West. Let's hear it sung. I'm reading in my school shoes. I'm reading in my school shoes. I'm reading in my school shoes. What book is Pete reading now? Yep, you're right. It looks like a book about dinosaurs. Check out Pete. He's ready to eat in a big noisy room with tables and seats. Where is Pete? Do you know where Pete is? Let's see if you are right. The lunchroom. It can be loud and noisy in the lunchroom. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He sits down with his friends and he sings his song. Look what he has. He has milk. It says moo cow. It says open here over by where his hand is. Wonder how his song goes now. I'm eating in my school shoes. I'm eating in my school shoes. I'm eating in my school shoes. Pete and his friends are playing outside on a green grassy field with swings and tall slides. Where is Pete? Someplace you go when you pass Lizzie and Pete in my car. I bet you're right. Let's see. The playground. Kids are running in every direction. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He slides and swings and sings his song. I'm playing in my school shoes. I'm playing in my school shoes. I'm playing in my school shoes. What's Pete doing right now? You're right, he's swinging. Looks like he can do it all by himself because there's no teacher around. When school is done, Pete rides the bus home. Says Cat City School Bus. And on the back there's a little bitty kitty door for a safety door. See that little bitty kitty door? Right over here. I'm trying to do this upside down so I can't see it very well. All right. Pete's mom asked him, "What did you do at school today?" And Pete says, you know the song. I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. And I'll do it again tomorrow. It says, Beat the Cat School Crossing Zone. Because it's all good. What classroom is he in? I don't know if you can see the classroom number very well. Let me move it over here. He's in classroom 123. And if you put that all together, it's 123. And what's on the wall? You're right, the alphabets. Here he is going back to school on the Cat City School Bus. I hope you enjoyed today's stories. I enjoyed being here with you, and Pete and Lizzie said they liked being here too. All right, so don't forget, wash your hands front, back, in between. It said front, back, in between. And don't forget to wash those thumbs like we learned about the other day. And if you have jewelry on, make sure you wash under any jewelry. And cough or sneeze into your elbow. And if you cough or sneeze into your elbow and you're not wearing a sleeve like I'm not wearing a sleeve, then make sure you wash it with soap and water too to get the germs off. And if you have to blow your nose, use a tissue, blow your nose, throw it away into the trash can, and wash your hands front, back, in between. Remember those thumbs, and do it to the count of 20, or sing happy birthday 2 times, or find a song on the internet. Have your mom and dad help you find a song on the internet that does 20-second song for washing hands. There's lots of them out there. I hope you have a good and healthy day. See you soon. Bye.